A very beautiful day it is right here in the studios. Welcome on board to Spring Trends and Western Spring Television. Here we'll speak to trending issues, especially on social media. Who is trending, what is trending, where they're trending, and we get to take reactions. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. You know I do not do this alone. Femi Ojo is right here. Welcome on
Right.
board, Femi. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much. We're live. Yeah,
Yes, and
good to be
that's very
here.
important. We
Yeah,
are live.
thank you.
Let's move on to our first story this morning. You know, there was an announcement that the Dangote Petroleum Refinery has reduced the price of its premium motor spirit from 990 naira per liter to 970 naira per liter. According to the Group Chief Branding and Communications Officer of the Dangote Group, Anthony Chiegina, he said the reduction was to appreciate Nigerians as the year ends, appreciation for their unwavering support in ensuring that Dangote refinery came to light. Let's check out if Nigerians receive this appreciation from Dangote Refinery. 20 naira less, off, and that's like 2% less reduction. But by the way, it's something. 20% for 2% rather. That's 20 naira on top of 1 liter. So if you buy 1,000 liter, you know how much that translates to.
What do you want to do with 1,000 liter?
For marketers, I'm not a marketer now.
Okay.
It's for marketers. Let's check out at King Forms. King Forms says, when are we going to see the spirit? Spirit of what? I don't know. But then Lorate says, Joker, fuel has no business being more than 200 naira per liter. Let's keep playing in this country. And now we finally have the almighty Dangote refinery running. Things suddenly got worse. How about the other refineries? What's the news story with NNPCL? And Olatunde at Tunef 51 says, please, what's the difference, or what's difference will 20 naira do to alleviate the suffering? And African underscore unifier says something that's supposed to be around 470 naira if Nigeria is a sane place. You know, everyone's just got their own figure. You know, someone mentioned earlier on that it should not be more than 200 naira. Someone here is saying it should not be more than 470 naira. But as it is now, Dangote is going to be selling to marketers at 970 naira, as opposed to the 990 naira that was earlier announced in October. Was it October? Or yeah, last month. What do you have to say to this, Femi?
It is what it is.
It is
It
what
is
it
what it is.
is.
I'm telling you. Now, I think the thing is, whatever. If it means, the thing is, if it's an increase, we'll complain. So, you know, if it's just from 990 to 1,010,
Yeah.
we'll complain.
Yeah.
So if it's, even if it is 1 naira, we'll complain. Say, today offer power. Now 20 naira, it might not be, it might be negligible, might not be, significant. But the thing is, well, the marketers, will it reflect at the pump? That's the question. Will that 20 naira difference reflect at the pump? You know, for Ipman guys or the major marketers, we will see it. That 1,030 naira, 1,050, 1,100 they are selling. Will they remove that 20 naira? The answer, the possibility is like 90% no.
But do you
because we will
consider
not see
this
that.
reduction insignificant?
It is actually. But, for marketers that will buy maybe 1 million liters, it might mean something.
Yeah.
But in the final analysis, it might mean nothing, actually.
Okay. But then,
Because
thanks.
I mean, final analysis to the last consumer, it might not mean anything. It might not get to them. That reflection might not get to them. Actually, that's the thing.
But we still have to say thank you to Dangote Refinery,
say?
by the way. We still have to say thank you. You
Who
know what
are-
the
who-
Yorubas
you
say?
are who?
You know what the Yorubas will always say,
They are
that
what, oh?
Eni dupo riana, ari migba. That is, if you thank someone for what he or she did yesterday, there is a possibility that you'd get another today or tomorrow. So
yeah,
we are
Kunle. Why
hopeful.
no need that now?
We are hopeful that there
And that
might be
Boda Aliko.
further reduction in the, from Dangote in the coming months. Let's move over to our next story this morning, which we're going to launch with a video, because a lot of people are speaking, especially about the economy of this country, and we have seen influencers and celebrities also lend their voices to this pain Of course, some people have added the T in front, but it is what it is.
And that's why this one is not
David
what it is. So my
Adeleke
hand no dey that thing.
also
We just
is
talk. Oh.
speaking. Let us hear what he has to say. We'll come back to take reactions.
My original question was like, so for if people want to leave America and like try to find those
Leave America and go where?
back home,
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
it's not.
Just, I mean, my country now is in the economy now is in shambles. Like,
But if okay, so if people are leaving,
I do my part.
yeah,
I'm an ambassador. So when I go home and I'm filming and showing, I'm not gonna show the bad parts. I ain't gonna show all the
you're
bad
not gonna
parts.
try to slum. You're not gonna show the trenches.
No, I go to the trenches. I
Yeah.
film the trenches, but I'm talking about the situation in the country.
Yeah,
We Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? Like now the exchange rate is messed up. The a lot of stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good anymore. The oil prices are too high. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil, and we pay more money for oil than a country that's importing the oil. You know what I'm saying? So there's stuff like that. But regardless, entertainment is one of the things that's made Africa look good.
yeah.
We do not have the best leaders. That's a fact.
All right, it's the accent for me. You know, I'm going to go back home.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to go back home. My economy right now is in shambles. So I'm going to, do some...
Please maintain this accent.
I should maintain the accent,
Please
right?
maintain the accent, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Davido speaking about Nigeria's economy and telling the world that the economy is in shambles. And he's been speaking and speaking and speaking. And, Pajo Igbokwe and All Progressives Congress chieftain thinks that Davido should not have opened Nigeria's, whatever, in the open like
Backside. Maintain it. You must finish it.
that. Oh my, let me come back
You are
over
tired.
back. It's the accent for me. Please, speak how you used to talk to us here.
Yeah,
Let them feel the Nigerianness in you.
Yeah.
But then, let's focus on the meat of that particular discussion, what Davido has said, and it has elicited controversies. And a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress, Joe Igbokwe, referred or reacted rather to that particular video, saying, "My in-law Davido has made me sad by telling the world in America that Nigeria's economy is in shambles. This is very sad. I will advise him to retract the statement ASAP. Nigeria made Davido." End of discussion. QD. Let's take reactions at this time. Akura58 says, I like Davido, but this was not necessary. I have a friend in America that visits me here 3 times a year, and he never complained about anything. Even when I complained about something being expensive, he'll tell me it's nothing compared to how much dollar is, and he's trying to bring in more friends from America. Why will David?
They are doing you don't talk.
Why will David say such thing? A place is not good for you does not mean it's not for everyone. And Ruli_King1 says, Davido, thank you so much for being brave enough to speak the truth.
Right.
God will bless you forever. And King_Lastcourt says, but this is just a reality. Businesses are going through a lot. Davido needs to be given some accolades for speaking up. And Tremil Erona Z860 says, bread 2,500, PL 1,200, rice 150,000 naira. And you're saying Davido should retract his statement. Dollar is 1,600, heading to 2,000. People can't feed. Parents can't pay school fees. Businesses are folding up. In fact, Davido should put that statement on his Instagram story every day to remind the world. And Jane_Obayuwana says, Davido's success is as a result of his hard work, which was undoubtedly influenced by opportunities abroad. Unlike some politicians and civil servants, he did not amass wealth by looting public funds. It's important to recognize that Davido has significantly contributed to Nigeria's economy, creating livelihoods for many through his own efforts and not through corruption or theft. You are all quick to react when someone speaks the truth about what's happening in Nigeria, but you won't take a stand to actually fix the problems. What do you think, Femi? Do you think that was too much for David to say on a world stage? Or do you think Pajo Igbokwe is wrong for asking Davido to retract a statement?
His in-law.
Yeah, his in-law. I don't know. Is it because he married from the East?
Yeah, I think that's it. The thing is, as far as the message is concerned, right, where's the lie? Where's the lie? But because of the stature of David himself, he's not just one quack somewhere, so to speak, or, he's somebody, especially in art and entertainment, when he speaks, even in Africa, people listen. So you'll have expected that, oh, he should be the ambassador, right? And he said, I'm an ambassador. But then...
An accent for me.
Yeah.
Gonna talk.
But then, wisdom is profitable to direct. One might say, because of the platform, you don't want to sell your country short. There are ways you pass the message, but it doesn't look like you are running the state down.
You think he ran the state down? He threw the country under the bus?
I think that's not his intention. I don't think that's his intention. Maybe it came out that way. But then the thing is, if actually the country is doing well, he won't have reason to say that. Although many persons will come at him and say, now for this Nigeria, they make me your money, okay? People are...
Joy Bobo said Nigeria made him.
I'm not sure Nigeria made him.
You don't think Nigeria made him?
How did Nigeria make him? Rather?
Nigerians pushed him forward. Listen to his song, stream the song.
Because he gave something that Nigerians want. Actually, if he's giving a bad vibe, if he's giving bad music, possibly it wouldn't be as this much. But if you listen to his stories, when it was coming up, Nigerians, we have the population to help anybody. If actually Nigerians come for you to say, not that come for you to say we are supporting you, we are big enough to hold our own in our esteem. But when you listen to some of David's story, there was a time he was pushing his craft with his money. He would be paying DJs to play his music. He had the money, by the way, because of the program. He would be paying to attend gigs that people are paid for, just to be known. So he has paid his dues. He's not always right. I don't believe in some of his, I don't really trust his lifestyle. And it's not my own to trust his lifestyle. I'm not an adelicate. Okay. But maybe the message come out in a way that looks like he's running out the country. But when you check it, is the economy in what? Is it flamboyant? Is it flourishing? Is the economy doing what the people want? But persons might feel he has attained a stature that he needs to be careful of his words. Why he still continues to speak the truth to power? People like this, if they speak the truth to power, but then it can be political as well. David has been very vocal, especially anti-APC things, because of his inclination with his uncle and his family. So that one is there. But tell me what is wrong with this man. Somebody said he has a friend who visited him and said, oh, don't complain, oh, things are expensive all over. Yeah, we know. But then what's the majority of the people saying in all of this? That's just it. Pick your word carefully, but still speak it. All of us will not be diplomatic. They help sometimes. That's just the thing.
Sometimes you just have to be blunt and say the truth the way it is.
And for somebody of his stature, I'm not sure anybody will say, I'm not employing you again. It's okay.
All right. Let's move on to the next story. We'll travel to my home state, Edo State, where the governor has set up a 14-man panel.
Excuse me, where are we going?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh.
The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okwebolo, has approved the formation of a 14-member state assets verification committee to investigate the administration of former Governor Godwin Obaseki. The committee will be inaugurated on Tuesday, 26th of November, 2024 at Government House in Benin City and will be chaired by Dr. Ernest Afolabi Umakiye. And, let's just take reactions very quickly. Anozie Chidi says Buhari's format. Same format Hope Uzodinma followed. Same tactic you are following. Guess what? They are all failures. Please don't go down that path. Focus on governance and the rest will take care of itself. This is an advice from Anozie. And Indiana Obot says he don't start to, go face bad road for Edo State. You want to use 4 years pro Obaseki's administration. Later, you will come blame PDP, say, and them not allow you to do the work. And Diana Abbott also giving Okwebolo an advice there. And Toib Olani says, who is advising him? And Valencia Cute says, Nigeria politics is a total mess. Can't successors think of something innovative to do first to improve the state situation rather than probing its predecessor? Tell me very quickly, what do you think? There are people who believe that if we have a working system during the transition process, then there would have been that probe of what the former administration did. You would have looked at the figures and the numbers to know that, okay, this is what had happened in the last administration. Not that you would use the first year or your first 2 years to probe the former administration, then you use the last 2 to blame them for
Evelyn,
the failures of your own administration.
Yeah, coming from your home state, Mr. Pueblo, Ohiolei, depending on who is calling now. Yeah. I beg to disagree. Truth can coexist. You can probe whatever you want to probe. Is it the one going to their houses? He has a committee that will do the work. When politicians want to, kind of patronize you, they feel, oh, you should focus. Is he the one doing the work? He has a committee that will do those things. Would they need to come to him every day? No.
You don't consider this witch hunting?
The thing is, politicians, because of the rancor that happened during the campaigns, the power tussle and everything, some might want to call it witch hunting. I don't see it as witch hunting.
Do you think he would have probed if it were to be an APC to an
that
APC
only has
administration?
one answer now. That only has one
exactly.
answer.
That's why people believe
what
it's
I'm saying
witch hunting.
is this. Hold on. What I'm saying is this. Now you can't probe during transition. You don't have the power to do that because you are not in government. Yeah, you can only discover things.
Exactly. Look at the
So
figures.
when you have discovered things, the next thing is probe. Then you probe, okay, and let there be community. The thing is, let them be sure that they have something that they want to do because they will have found out things. You just don't throw probe in the faces of people, to mudsling them and then to paint them in bad light, and then nothing will come out. If that is what happened, then Obaseki should sue them if actually he knows that it's clean. But the thing is, for the accountability that we're talking about, Evelyn, whenever you're in a capacity, know that by the time you're exiting and they call you to come and answer some things, you must answer. Don't see it as witch hunting. Even if 20 years, that's the reason, and that's the thing that should guide us to behave while we're in power.
Yeah.
Know that it is. But for people to say he's not concentrating, no. You can do multiple things at different times.
Yeah.
You have the judiciary to focus on something. You have commissioners to focus on something. You have a committee to focus. Many things can happen at the same time. It will not be governor that they will be standing in front to say, okay, Kileshe, what did you do? Oh yeah, governor wants to see this one. No. That's a committee to do that. Okay. So if anybody will say it's because of something, that's why the governor is not working. All of them, they are not serious. That's just the way it is. Okay. It's a government.
By the way, former Governor Godwin Obaseki has said he has nothing, absolutely nothing to hide, and said that he's ready to be probed. Even before this panel was set up, while he was rounding off, he said he is ready to come answer questions and he's ready for any probing. But then people have questions as to the previous probes we've had in different states and even nationally, what results did it provide? And I think that's why people do not trust this process of probing.
As a charade.
That's the show this morning. Thank you for joining us. We'll make a return tomorrow for another interesting time on Spring Trends. Thank you so much, Femi, for coming on board. Thank you to our esteemed viewers for doing this with us today. Until tomorrow, have for yourself a good and productive day. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. Bye-bye.